take it about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 29-yard line. 158. Mike is 59. Jumbo. Watch the curve.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Now the man from UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On 2nd and goal. Rodgers escape. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 20, 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 57 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Check 59, Mike, if you can get him.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, at some point during this broadcast, we had to bring up the Antonio Brown saga. And now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 30 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Slam.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. McCoy got off to a good start in week 1, Charles. 10 carries, 81 yards. He had a really nice 31-yard carry. Showed a lot of burst.
A lot of people thought he'd be more of a pass catcher in Kansas City, and that will still develop because he does that very well. But as you mentioned, he's still got a burst, doesn't he? He can still run the football. 10 carries, 81 yards. He might go into a timeshare with Damian Williams running the football, and that'll just make the Chiefs that much tougher. But he still has it. The guy they call Shady,
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The 30. 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
319. 54. Focus defense.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Geronimo Allison, as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally.
He's got a man, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
A gain of 30. First down, Chiefs.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. That's out to Hill, right side complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Check, 59.
The Packers take over first and 10.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Look at the dance of the juke. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now McCoy. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's McCoy. Yeah, McCoy is going to be stopped up short. He didn't get it. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Watch it 4th down be any different. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner, and he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Mahomes going to throw. Rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flushed out right. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Number 53, Mike 53. Get 300.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 13 yards, first down, Packers. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down.
319. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Back one.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. The left side throw complete to Adams. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On play action, Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison with 9 seconds remaining. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Rodgers to throw. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
26. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geeks, too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Pierre Desir. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Throwing. Brissett. Ebron caught left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. Throw left side, complete. That's Hines. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brissett. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find some. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Over the middle, complete. It's Hines. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Coming to you.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
4th down, Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, normally you and I would have gone through our season predictions before week 1, but Hurricane Dorian prevented us from doing that last week. So let's go ahead and hear them, your division winners and then the Super Bowl.
Okay, we'll start in the AFC. New England in the East. Tennessee in the South. Pittsburgh in the North. And Kansas City out west.
Okay, so I'm with you on 3 of the 4, but I'm going to go with a way too strong week 1 reaction and give Baltimore the edge in the North.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
All right, let's go NFC.
All right.
I'm going Philip.
It got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.